The rugby world is buzzing, and all eyes are turning to Dublin for what promises to be an absolute blockbuster of a match. This Saturday, Ireland is set to clash with the reigning world champions, South Africa, at the Aviva Stadium, and the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just another game. It's a monumental test, a chance for Ireland to measure themselves against the very best. After a rollercoaster autumn series, this is their final, definitive statement of the year. Let's rewind a little. Ireland's autumn campaign has been a mixed bag. It started with a tough, dispiriting loss to the All Blacks, a game that left fans and players feeling the sting of defeat. Then came a victory over Japan, but it was a performance that many felt was below par, lacking the usual Irish spark. It was functional, but not the fluid, dominant display we've come to expect. Just when the questions started to mount, Ireland roared back to life. Last weekend, they delivered a truly ruthless performance against Australia, securing a record-breaking 46-19 victory. It was a spectacular display of power, skill, and clinical finishing, with 6 tries lighting up the scoreboard. It felt like Ireland had finally clicked, rediscovering the form that makes them one of the most dangerous teams on the planet. One of the key figures in that incredible win was center Robbie Henshaw, who not only crossed the try line himself, but was instrumental in Ireland's attacking prowess. Now, Henshaw and his teammates are turning their attention to the ultimate challenge. South Africa are, without a doubt, the team to beat. They are the current world champions. They recently won the Rugby Championship, and they are on an absolute tear in their November tour of the Northern Hemisphere. They've already dispatched Japan, France, and Italy, and now they're heading to Dublin with one goal in mind, a tour clean sweep. They are a machine, a juggernaut of power and precision. Robbie Henshaw himself summed it up perfectly. He said, "I think they read the talk of world rugby at the moment in terms of the strength and depth they have, the individual talent." And he's right. You look at the Springboks squad, and it's just packed with world-class players. But it's not just about individual brilliance. Henshaw pointed out their incredible resilience, saying, "They're grinding out results. Teams look like they have them, and then they find a way to get back. We've seen it time and time again." Just when you think you have South Africa on the ropes, they find another gear, another burst of energy, and they snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. That's the hallmark of a champion side. This is why Henshaw sees this game as a proper test for us to see where we react. This match will be a true barometer of Ireland's progress and their standing in the global game. It's a chance to prove that the stunning victory against Australia wasn't just a one-off, but a sign of what this Irish team is truly capable of. And there is a rich history between these two proud rugby nations that adds another layer of intrigue to this encounter. Think back to the 2023 World Cup. Ireland famously stunned South Africa in the group stages in a titanic battle. Then, during the summer series in 2024, they couldn't be separated, with the series ending in a draw. 1 win apiece. Henshaw knows the Springboks will have that summer series in mind. He said, "I suppose they'll be looking at that as well. There's a score to settle, a rivalry that's been simmering and is now ready to boil over. The intensity is palpable." Henshaw described the feeling of playing the Springboks in Dublin as massively exciting because they re such a proud nation as well. And, you know, when we play against them here in Dublin, it's always a thriller. He's not wrong. The atmosphere at the Aviva Stadium will be electric. The roar of the home crowd, the sea of green versus the power and pride of the green and gold. It's the kind of sporting theater that gives you goosebumps. These are the games that players live for, and fans remember for years. But despite the incredible performance against Australia, Henshaw believes Ireland still has room for improvement. He's not resting on his laurels. He pointed out that even in that big win, there were moments of weakness. He said, "I think against Australia we conceded quite easily in the first half in that second 20 minutes when they got a roll on." That's the kind of detail-oriented mindset that champions have. They're always looking for ways to get better, to shore up any weaknesses. And against South Africa, any weakness will be brutally exposed. Henshaw knows exactly what's coming. He talked about the challenge ahead, saying, "With what's coming, it's more of that upfront physicality. and big men running down our channels. That is the Springboks game in a nutshell. They will bring relentless, overwhelming physicality. They'll test Ireland's resolve at the breakdown, in the scrum, and in the tackle. They will send their giant forwards crashing into the defensive line over and over again, looking for a crack. So, how do you stop a force of nature like that? According to Henshaw, the answer is simple, but incredibly difficult to execute. I think we just need to meet them on the gain line and front up, he stated. It's about meeting fire with fire. It's about winning those individual collisions, stopping momentum before it can even start. He added, that's the thing we'd have to look at, our physicality in around the fringes and stopping the momentum of teams. Ireland can't afford to be passive. They have to be the aggressors. They have to win the physical battle if they want any chance of winning the game. This match is about so much more than just the result. It's about pride. It's about making a statement. And it's about ending the 2025 season on the highest possible note. For Ireland, a victory would be the perfect validation of their progress. It would prove they can go toe-to-toe with the world's best and come out on top. It would send a message to the rest of the rugby world that Ireland are a force to be reckoned with. For South Africa, it's about cementing their legacy, completing a perfect tour, and reasserting their dominance. It's a clash of styles, a clash of philosophies, and a clash of two of the proudest rugby nations on earth. Will Ireland's flair and ruthless attack be enough to overcome the Springboks' sheer power and unbreakable defense? Can the heroes in green rise to the occasion and deliver another famous victory in front of their home fans? Or will the world champions prove to be an unstoppable force, marching on to another victory? We'll find out this Saturday in Dublin. It's going to be an epic, unmissable contest. Make sure you're watching. Thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more rugby analysis.